to see that at the same time, the almighty dollar is collapsing in terms of its power. And by design, and critically so, by the powers that are printing this money that has no backing, it's all back away a long time ago. The problem with the cashless society is it takes away pretty much all the privacy. It will introduce a new way of life, and many are not going to be happy with it. In my opinion, one of the ways they're going to get people to go into this is throughout a series of events, and ultimately a forgiveness of debt for those that you are. So let's take a look at some of the things that can happen here in terms of your daily life. Just real quick, in terms of things that you would have to pay taxes on from here on out. And this is where it gets crazy. Gifts that you start to get from people. Everything will be tracked. You can no longer get a $20 bill from grandpa or whoever you're selling at the store. It will not be private. It will be tracked. It will be traceable. And it will be taxed. What happens with the lesson of giving children money to spend, to learn the value of spending that money on certain things and saving up to get things, things like that. This kind of stifles all that mission when you have any cash in hand and you turn over a credit card piece that will all be tracked with a blockchain. So, what about people that like to make money on the side? How about people that go and flip things on Facebook? How about all those people that like to go and get stuff from like Walmart or other places, get the skins full of stuff and you break it down and people are selling it and all that stuff? That's about to end. Well, all the people that like to buy electronics off of Facebook or buy anything and sell it for a profit, that's about to end. They're going to track it all. They're going to tax it all. And this is what the average lemming doesn't see coming around the corner. So, at the lemonade stand, if you would have made $20, say, well, now it's going to be $15 after taxes, the same at the moment. A lawn for $20, everything will be tracked. There's going to be no privacy. There's going to be no safe to put money in. You keep putting it under your mattress. They're going to know everything, every dime you make and where you spend it. What about that bag of whatever you got off your buddy after work? All those things. Yeah. Selling secondhand goods will all be tracked. The tipping industry is going to get wiped out. It's going to have to be reskilled, or they're by design going to knock it out. Because all the people that had to survive off of $2 an hour wage and tips on top of it, well, now all those tips will be tracked and taxed as well. And one of the excuses they're going to have in this country is the underbelly of the underbelly. Pelosi, Abraham, Wade, this last stimulus check, they were literally talking about rolling out a new digital currency, blockchain type of card that they could get into the hands of all Americans, saying many of them out there are unwilling to level them. You think they really care about that? They don't. It's about control. So, this is months down the road, this power program is going to go into motion. We're going to collapse everything by design. The unmoving particles go away. This new system is going to go away. Thursday at 9 a.m. We have power talking about inflation. And for some people, they may not understand that. But if this guy says that this is going to go on, inflation is going to rise. It's going to be the buying power of it. People are going to dive into other assets like precious metals and cryptos and everything else. And it can falls down to skyrocket. Once again, by design, and then we already have all the ducks in a row, ready for the rocket ride. Warning you, we're coming in the offing made by the greatest transfer of wealth that's ever been seen. It's going to be into their hands. On this blockchain, there are 2 videos out called the Beast blockchain. If you want to get educated, it's heavily on my channel, DAHBOO77. For all the links, join me on DLive Monday with my father, uncensored, mixed bloods, much love.
Shalom. Foremost, I'm going to start out by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadush. Salutation to the elders and apostles of GMS groups and ones alike, teaching 100% true. Shalom, Barakathon to them for their edification and knowledge, and double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS groups and ones alike, teaching 100% true. Shalom, Barakathon to them. And give foremost all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadush. Now that was a video relating to DAHBOO 7, relating to how a cashless society is going to affect everyday lives of people. And pretty much examples of that relating to no more privacy, relating to how you make your money, or privacy on how, related aspects of your income. Example of that, like he was saying, money under the table, making money on the side. You won't be able to do that. And whether legally or even some people illegally. But pretty much that code of privacy that you once had relating to your income is going to be taken away. It's going to be stripped away from you. You know what I mean? So, and everything's relating to monitorization, surveillance, and pretty much monitoring your every movement. And this relates to ultimately the mark of the beast, the microchip, which is the radio frequency identification device. Because when that dollar collapses, and the dollar is losing its power gradually, you know what I mean? Countries are shying away from using the dollar. They want to break that grip of the dollar having power over them, related as far as them doing business. So they're gonna break away and shy away from using that dollar, and so they can use their own form of currency, anything other than the U.S. dollar. So it's losing its power, let alone its credibility. That being said, let's go and get some verses. Let's go to pretty much the one we need to go to is Revelations 13, 15, and 18. This is Revelations 13 through 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And that's the beast system, man. So you pretty much, and this relates to the mark of the beast, the microchip. So pretty much you either going to comply and do accordingly, or else there be consequences. Number 16. And he caused them all, both small and great, and rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, So regardless what category of background, lifestyle, socially, economically, all going to receive this mark. The purpose, their ultimate agenda is to microchip the population. That's their agenda. Number 17. And that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, in the name of the beast and the number of his name. So without that radio frequency identification device, that mark, a charagma, a haragma in Greek, without that stamp in you, which is an incision or cutting in the skin, something that's going to go in you, without that, you're not going to be able to buy, sell, or do any form of transactional type activity that you normally would do. So basically, you need that to comply to this new world order system, so you can reestablish yourself in society, because that's going to be the new form of currency when that ultimately that dollar collapses. Number 18. And here is the wisdom: let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and the number is 366, which is that system. This is the beast system. Now, relating to the consequences, I'll read the consequences relating to getting this chip. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and receive. Read it again. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive the mark in his forehead or in his hand, 10, the same shall drink the wine of wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out with mixture into a cup of his indignation. Indignation is pretty much a serious disapproval from a spiritual aspect. And he shall be tormented in fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. As it relates to the consequence, ultimately receiving that mark in your hand, it's pretty much damnation. And relating to Revelations 18, talking about the judgment, that lake of fire, pretty much, you're going to be part of that lake of fire, you know what I mean? If you receive that microchip, you're going to be burned up. In 16:2, Revelations talks about because Babylon is going to be in the lake of fire. And 18:10 is going to be judgment coming in 1 hour. And that relates to the fall of ultimately Babylon and demise of Babylon. Babylon represents, which is America, man. Number 16:2. And the first wind poured out the vials upon the earth, and there fell noisome and grievous sores upon the men which had the mark of the beast, upon them which worshipped his image. So that's part of the consequences. These sores and plagues are going to come, for example, of that upon the ones who entertain to take the microchip. That chapter relates to various things happening, grievous sores, fear, death, famines, dry up of Euphrates, which is a river in the Middle East. Different types of things are going to happen. The earth moved to and fro. Pretty much the earth is moved out of its axis. All these things is going to happen when Yahweh Shem Yahshua come back. You know what I mean? All these things. So 16:2, what I just read, relating to the consequence ones who take example of the mark of the beast, that chip, microchip. And ultimately 14:9 and 9 and 10 talk about the ultimate consequences, your damnation. You're going to be destroyed. I'm going to go to, let me go to Job 5:2. 5 and 12. All right, this is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, which are the wicked, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Now, their enterprise, ultimately, part of that is the microchip, implementing the microchip, which they will do. But the full throttle of their enterprise, ultimately, is to continue to rule, which they won't. The Lord will allow them to get up to a certain point, then He'll put pretty much a monkey wrench in their plans. 13. And He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So all these things that they plan to do, the Lord is actually controlling them to do it anyway. That's the balance of it. For they have to do their part. So the Lord is putting their spirit to do it anyway, even with the Lord controlling them. So the Lord is making them look like they're succeeding their endeavors. That's the game plan. So He's pretty much playing them as controlling them as that puppet, man, because the Lord is the puppet master. He's got them on the string. So on the left hand side, he's pretty much controlling their movements and allow them to operate and do accordingly. But it's all by the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, ultimately anyway. So he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And that relates to the wicked. Because ultimately the Lord is controlling them. And they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday and at night. They have secret counsel to do certain things. And this enterprise relates to their endeavors. To do their endeavors is to implement certain things according to the agenda that they ultimately want to do. And part of that is this new world order. That new world order is dominance and control. And that microchip is to pretty much control the population, man. Agenda 21, Operation Depopulation, Georgia Guidestones, control the population. And by the microchip, they control, they can control you by controlling your money. What you do, how you do it, where you do it, who you do it with. So it's all about control, man. Psychological, mental, physical, emotional, pretty much tactical control in all aspects. And part of their power is pretty much it's the art of persuading certain things without trying to look like it's to persuade you. You know what I mean? And parts of that is doing different things, psychops and different things to pretty much in your face, but not really telling you, but really telling you. So the point is, in this, the Mark of the Beast, he's just telling you, pretty much this video talks about how it's going to affect pretty much every day of your life. You know, and part of that is pretty much taking away your form of financial privacy. And that being said, this is just something quick on the video. I hope it helped whoever listened in some way. Give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashem Rakadash. Shalom, thanks.